fast food workers, minimum wage workers are no longer teenagers. They're tending towards, their 20s and 30s. They're parents, they're single mothers. They're disproportionately women.
Who is a typical minimum wage worker? It is somebody who's worked really hard all their life. An increasing proportion of minimum wage workers are college-educated workers. Many of them are high school graduates. Most of them are working really hard, cobbling a living together somehow with 2 or sometimes even 3 jobs and not being able to get by.
November of 2012 is when New York fast food workers went out on strike. Seattle was one of the first 6 or 7 cities where fast food workers went on strike. By and large, those workers told us that they needed higher wages. Workers saw other workers across the country go on strike and said, we started having worker meetings. The issues that were resonating in New York, in Detroit, were resonating for our workers here, and they made a decision to go out on strike in late May of 2013. The idea that workers could win $15 an hour seems so out of the box at that point.
If you want to see where the $15 an hour demand came from, it came from fast food workers. It came from low-wage workers themselves, all around the nation.
The entire nation's eyes were on SeaTac and whether the small town, just south of Seattle was going to be able to pass a living wage, minimum wage for workers. And so once voters passed $15 in SeaTac, our fast food workers joined with airport workers to physically bring that 15 into Seattle.
Strike, 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 strike!
That year itself, it was clear to me that $15 an hour was in the air. And because we recognized that correctly, we made that a central plank of our campaign platform when we ran for City Council in 2013. And it was clear, by the time we won our campaign in November of 2013, the city of Seattle was abuzz with the demand for $15 an hour. I think it was absolutely historic, not only that we passed $15 an hour, less than 6 months since we officially launched the 15 Now campaign, but also that we got a unanimous vote on the City Council.
When we won, when the City Council took the vote, our workers were so joyful, and Carolyn DeRocher, who was one of our first fast food strikers, she said when I walked out, I felt like a human being again. She said, I went on strike and I changed the course of, of history and what work means and the value of work.